Yeah, Brian said it all.
The shortest segment in Ring Takes history. We're going to continue to move on and get to our main event here of Roman Reigns versus LA Knight. Roman Reigns getting the win, continuing his ascension into God mode as the greatest of all time. Roman Reigns puts LA Knight back on the back furnace, gets him out of here. Gets him out of here. Just like I predicted.
You say like this was like his. You say this as like this was his only opportunity to like get a title shot.
It's done. It's done. One and done.
No.
One and done.
No.
Similar to how Kevin Owens was and Seth Rollins in his reign. One and done. Get LA Knight out of here. He wasn't built properly. I've been saying it.
Stop it.
Stop
it. He lost clean. He didn't even lose clean.
Come on.
Whoa. Did he get pinned 1, 2, 3? Yes or no?
Oh, shut up. You know what I mean.
Exactly. See, Lewis, this is the thing with Daniel that annoys me sometimes. Always wanting to use the storyline purposes when it suits his point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But now you want to talk about who got the 1, 2, 3, but don't want to talk about how he got the 1, 2, 3 the same way that Roman is getting the 1, 2, 3.
Those are all semantics. Oh, he got the 1, 2, 3. Right? Let's go on to the next one.
What we're not going to do is disrespect the undisputed WWE champion. We're just not going to do that. We're just not going to do that.
Oh.
He's a fighting champion. He fought on the biggest stage.
Is he? Because I don't see him. I don't see him very often. What was the last fight?
Whoa.
When was the last title fight?
His last fight was Saturday. And you saw it.
I think it was SummerSlam. Previous to that.
I think it was SummerSlam.
SummerSlam. We're in fall. You realize SummerSlam. How many matches have we had since SummerSlam? It was like 8.
He shows up when he needs to. Okay, and it doesn't matter who's in front of him.
So which is it? Is he a fighting champion or he shows up when he needs to?
He's a fighting, shows up when he needs to.
Okay, so we already know with Roman, Roman is Roman. But
exactly,
is LA Knight in a better place or in a worse place after this match? That's the question we need to be asking.
I don't think it doesn't hurt him because it's okay. He's ascended. He's gotten to this spot. Now it's just a question: is he going to stay there? I believe so. Yes, I know Daniel's like, nope, this is done. He's going back to the mid card. This is it. No, he's not. He's not going anywhere.
I'm not saying he's done. I'm not saying he's done because he's not supposed to be in the main event scene. I just think he was booked incorrectly. That's my only thing. I just think
who else is challenging for the title right now on SmackDown?
Who's been the thorn in his side forever?
Please don't say Kevin Owens.
Don't say Kevin Owens.
KO versus Roman 5 at the Royal Rumble again.
At the Royal Rumble, which
Thunderdome last year. Now this year, no, they do not need to fight again, especially at the Rumble. Like, no.
And honestly, it made sense for LA Knight to challenge because there's nobody else hotter right now on SmackDown. Who else? Who else is on that level?
I understand it from that standpoint.
Yeah. So you can't say like, oh, they just rocket him up, give him a title shot, boom, and that's it. It's like, no, who else?
We've seen it happen before.
I know, but
we've seen it happen before.
No, yes, and they flounder. I don't think that's gonna happen with him. He's too hot right now. He's literally number one in merch sales. Like that doesn't happen for no reason, you know.
I think because of what happened with John Cena, I think LA Knight's either going to start butting heads with Solo, and that's going to carry into whatever.
No, he's definitely going to. So I think he's going to be feuding with Jimmy, obviously for costing him the match, or getting involved, I should say.
Yeah. He's going to still be in the mix.
Exactly.
I don't think he's going to be gone.
Honestly, him winning the U.S. title would not be such a bad thing, only because we know the story is going to end with him and Cody. So they're not going to – they can hint at potential future opponents, but it's not going to be anything where like, hey, he's going to get the title pretty soon. It's not happening anytime soon. Roman's not losing that title anytime soon. So whoever,
As evident
that's
as
what I'm
him
saying.
winning 1, 2,
Whoever goes
3
next
on
against
Saturday.
Roman, whoever goes next against Roman, we all know they're not winning. You know, it's like until Mania, no one is dethroning Roman right now.
Yeah, I honestly think that the only thing that can like kill LA Knight's momentum is if now after this title match, like let's say he gets a US title match or he gets a NIC title match, like if he starts losing those, then his momentum is going to start getting diminished. But I think for now, like we've said for months, I mean the only thing that's changed from LA Knight since he came back is LA Knight has been his opponents. I mean, he's had the same gimmick, the same catchphrases, the same mannerisms, and people love him. People love him for it. I mean, nothing's really changed. Nothing's really changed in his character. So he's still gonna have that positive momentum from the fans. But then if he starts losing like big matches, then from fans like us, we're gonna start looking at him and say, okay, like the fans love you, but you're not winning. So why should we care? So.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think he should be out the main event scene. He's going to be entangled with the bloodline anyway now, right? Like he has beef with Jimmy, he's battled Solo, so he's going to be in that mix. He's going to be a thorn in his side. But I'm just thinking from the standpoint, who else has been a thorn in Roman's side for all these years and stuff like that? I don't see Bobby Lashley elevating himself into that spot right now, just the way they're booking him.
Good.
Anyone else?
If the LWO is imploding, why wouldn't they go after Roman? And you know who I honestly think it's a long shot, but only because they kind of teased it. I honestly feel like Karrion Kross could finally go after Roman, and then you have maybe showcase what he can do, see if he's actually belongs in
that picture,
picture, you know, because
on the roster.
Because like this is what
guys we lost in the
I'm
shuffle.
thinking. I don't know why, if it's maybe because I've been focused more on Raw, but it's like I think of everybody who's on Raw. You got Drew, you got Sammy, you got Jay, you got Cody, you got a lot of people. Then it's like, who else is on SmackDown?
I feel like they've been doing. I feel like especially when we thought a lot of the stuff was lost in the shuffle out on Raw, they're actually starting to put it together.
Exactly.
Whereas on SmackDown, we're still lost in the shuffle and we don't know which way they're going.
Because
I think that's what it is.
I mean, that's also the difference between a 3-hour show and a 2-hour show. In a 3-hour show, I mean, you got to fill in all that time. So you better find some compelling stuff. With SmackDown, sometimes I think they feel because it's only 2 hours, they think that okay, well there's always next week. I mean, it's only 2 hours show. So that's the reason why they're like building a superstar probably isn't as consistent as it should be on Monday Night Raw.
Somebody who I'm thinking that has been out and could be another potential stand-up person to the bloodline is AJ Styles, who was taken out by
Solo,
Jimmy and Jay. He was supposed to be in that spot, right? Like he was initially supposed to be in that spot against Roman.
Yeah.
And now, or was it Cena or whatever the case may be, but he was supposed to be in that mix. He got taken out. He can easily return and be in some type of tag team with LA Knight and Kevin Owens or something like that. And Daniel, I think
that's going to be your Rumble match for Roman.
It should be. If we don't want to see Kevin Owens again. We don't want to see a valiant effort from Kevin Owens.
but in talking about Crown Jewel, one rumor that was thrown out there was that we possibly were going to see the return of Randy Orton at this Crown Jewel. Obviously didn't happen, so now they're saving it. Now, if they're wise,
is he clear?
For Survivor? Is he coming back? No, I've
been in a lot of different reports. So
now, if he's ready to come back, you got to do it at Survivor Series because you got to give the people of Chicago something because everybody keeps thinking we're going to get CM Punk. We're not going to get him. It's not going to happen. Let it go. It's not going to happen. So you got to give the fans of Chicago something. If you're not going to give them Punk, you got to give them at least give them Randy Orton or something because everyone's screaming. Everybody wants Punk out there, and they're not going to get him. So do it at Survivor Series if Randy Orton's coming back.
Randy Orton, if he comes back and gets that spot, especially with Matt Riddle not being in the picture and stuff like that, if he comes back, like Randy Orton, man,
that would be sick.
So wait, Randy Orton's coming back to do the job.
I mean, Randy Orton is pretty much. No, Randy Orton is pretty much Randy Orton.
Yeah, he's not getting another title reign.
I wouldn't say he's John Cena status right now, but as far as the accolades go, he kind of is at that level.
He's in that category.
14-time champion, 15-time world champion, and Randy Orton is. I don't think he can be hurt by a loss by at this point because he's Randy Orton.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, true. I just think there's bigger. If Randy Orton's coming back, there's bigger things for him. There's a different storyline out there for him, and it happens to do with Roman Reigns' WrestleMania opponent. That's what I think. I think that's where that's going to go. But
that would be a good match.
Until then, Roman Reigns continues his reign. LA Knight, we're going to see where he's at with that. With coming in SmackDown, obviously getting screwed out the title. Since people care about that so much. We'll see what happens with that. We'll see what happens with LA Knight, where he's going to go in his trajectory, and if he's going to continue to be in that main event scene. But that was good from Crown Jewel. Crown Jewel was pretty good. And like as you guys said, you guys have been saying that those shows have been pretty good. They actually have been pretty good. So to get that was awesome. It was a good show.
Honestly, I think that should be their new model now for these PLE events. Just go overseas. Just do the shows overseas. Because you got a better fan atmosphere. Because those fans overseas, they don't get it every single week. They know they don't get it every single week. So when they do get it, they show their appreciation for it. So you might as well just keep your PLE.
Just stay overseas.
Except for WrestleMania and the Rumble. Every other show, just do it overseas.
just pick an international country.
Just pick a country. Pick a country that's profitable and just do it.
You want to get pushed for a month while we go promote in your home country? Let's go to Africa. Let's go to Brazil.
Yeah, exactly.
International company. I mean, with the signing with an Endeavor TKO, UFC and stuff like that have always done international shows. Japan. So WWE, who has been having trouble getting into these other countries, especially I think in Japan because of the wrestling, how it's booked there and stuff like that, the territories and stuff like that. So that could be another avenue where they have a business card that they can be like, hey, we can go to Brazil and do a damn show, which would be crazy. So to think of it from that standpoint, that would be dope. But let's get